The next thing I'm going to talk about is some passing progression. Uh, so the idea of passing progression is kind of like you're taking a journey. So I'm gonna be at one chord, and I'm gonna take a little journey to get to the next chord. Um, this works really well. You don't find it as much in modern songs. There are a few times it's kind of like this extra spice that you find in here in modern worship songs. Like it's actually in "I Speak Jesus." They do. It's simply called a 2-5-1. Um, on like the second, I think it's the, I think it's the second last bridge. I'm gonna do it in the E flat. There it is. Yeah. Jesus for my family. So I'm gonna show you what that is. All it is a 2-5-1. And so this gets a little confusing when you start to talk about all these numbers because I look at this journey as in the 2-5-1. The one is where I'm going, even though that's not the one of the song. So in this example, I'm in the key of E flat. So that's my one, right? That's the one of. So just trying to separate out these ideas. This is the one of the key, right? And Jesus in the streets. I'm going to the sixth. All right, so I'm going to go to a C minor. So that's really the chord I'm going to is the sixth. Now I'm going to call my journey. I'm going to pause here in my journey, and I'm going to look at the sixth as a one. Okay. So this is my new one, just for this particular moment. The two of the C is a D, and then the five of the one. So simply put, the bass would be, so I'm in E flat, Jesus in 2-5-1. Right, now I'm back on my one. And so there's so that's the bass, is the 2-5-1. The chords you can play for the 2-5-1. The 2 is a minor. Then the 5 is usually a dominant 7. That's basic principle. So it would sound something like this. Right. You can spice it up a little. E flat 9. E7 sharp. So there's some extra spicy. So they actually do it twice. So all right, so here's my 2-5-1. They're gonna do it again. So we're in the C, we're going to the 4, going to the A flat. So we're gonna do a B flat minor to an F dominant 7, A flat. Now we're made our journey. So that's a cool passing progression you'll hear in gospel songs as well. And like I said, a few modern songs. It's actually, I think there's a version of Trust in God, or maybe we just, I don't know, we did it at convention once. I saw the Lord in you. A little cool progression. So you want to use that. That's it's cool if you can get the whole band to do that. Like if you can call that out and be like, hey, we're gonna do a 2-5-1. If you can get the whole band to do that in a certain moment, it sounds really cool. But you want to use it as flavor. Like you don't want to be doing that the whole time. Otherwise, it's just like it really is like just that one moment of the song is like, wow, that's really cool. That's just kind of advanced. But it works really well in older gospel stuff. You know, like Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer for the world. So if you had to play that stuff, it just makes it sound a little more interesting. When I think about the Lord, And all it is really that 251.